Welcome everybody to another episode of L5R Lounge. I hope you guys are enjoying your time at home because you're watching this right now. Let me mute Facebook, jeez. But yeah, so obviously right now there's a lot of stuff going on with coronavirus around the world, and as a result, we are getting some event cancellations, and we are trying to practice some social distancing, which includes staying at home and playing more L5R and Jigoku. So hopefully you guys are tuning in for that. Yeah, today we have with us two kind of wacky players. They are very strong players, but they also both play some crazy decks. So this is, for the purposes of the show, I do want to showcase some meta stuff, but at the same time, I also want to give some shine to some creative people in our community who are out there making stuff that isn't, just meta. Let's see. I'm getting pinged right now. All right. So, yeah. So with me today, I have Demagogue, Mr. Steven Michelson, Stefanos. Lord, I forgot your last name.
Michalakis.
Okay.
Hello.
We'll just say Dema.
Yeah,
hey,
so
Dema.
this is Demagogue.
Hey,
if you guys
hey.
have played against Demagogue on Jigoku, you probably have no idea what deck you're playing against. That's sort of his hallmark. He's known as the Mad Syrian in Greece, and it's because he makes all these crazy decks and is kind of a maniac. So also with us today is Jared Wright, MoZi. You guys know him pretty well as one of the premier Cry players in the United States, maybe in the world too. But
Howdy.
he's one of the innovators of our beloved Kravitz deck, and he's not going to be playing that deck today. He's going to be playing something different. But let's go ahead and take a look at what we have in store for us today. So we'll start with Dema's deck first. This deck is called Mitsu or Die. So this is a dragon deck, obviously. Can you explain to me how this deck works? What is going on here? So I don't have a ton of experience with High House of Light, but I know it's become very popular lately. Why do you think that is?
I have a wild guess what this deck does.
Okay, so this deck idea is not mine. It's from Laskas and Enegon. Actually, Laskas told me that he plays a deck lately, and he has to lose 10 games. I don't remember exactly. And okay, I said I would give it a try. And in the first look, it didn't seem that strong, but when I played it, I started feeling it. Okay, how this deck works. This deck is very, very, very heavily relied on Mitsu, and you can understand it from the title. If you don't find Mitsu, then Yokuni will maybe do the work. With a new pack, with Season of War, you can find Mitsu quicker. That's very good. So this deck is buffed.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like all the rally stuff is really made like relying on a single dynasty character much more efficient than in the past, and that's like what we're kind of seeing with some new stuff.
Yeah, and just to be clear for everybody, so I'm mousing over right now. Dema is still on 5 Rings DB. I know most of us have switched over to Bushi Builder. So you don't have the picture here, but this is the new Mitsu, not the old Mitsu.
Oh, new Mitsu.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, new Mitsu. I forgot to tell you.
Yeah, so this
Cool.
for those who don't know what this character does and can't read on the stream, this character says during a conflict in which this character is participating, if you play 5 or more cards in the conflict, you can choose a ring, resolve that ring's effect as if you were the attacking player. So, what ring are you looking to resolve the most often here?
Okay, you forgot to say that he cannot be converted.
Oh yeah, that's important too.
Okay, here is the thing. You buy Mitsu and you try to put him in many conflicts and restand him with many ways. And with his ability, you have a lot of flexibility, and that's the key. There's not a lot of attachment hate in this meta, and you can polish the bait away some of them. And when you manage to hit the 5-card limit, which is not that hard, and you play Weather Dragon, you can resolve 2 rings in one conflict. and that's really good. For example, you can attack water ring, do 2 void rings, and bow a character home that had to fight before. Or you can do you can go air and can do air and take 3 honor.
Really good against Scorpion.
Yep. Or you can suddenly go in dishonor range, and this becomes even better when you have Yukuni out. Then you can do 3 or 4 or 5 rings in a conflict, which is really insane. And one of my favorite mid tricks is to put him in with Hawk Tattoo, and then do his ability and ready him with watering.
Oh yeah, I guess you could do that.
Yeah, it's cool that you don't have to like win the conflict or like any of that garbage. You just get in there.
Yeah, it just happens, right?
So this deck is played with a lot of attachment, so you can have easy access to the 5-card limit, and so you can use Mitsu easily. And also because Mitsu or Yokuni have a lot of glory, and usually with Mitsu ability or Alchemist you have them honored, they are very good target for duelist training, which also combos with Wave the Dragon to make multiple purpose out of them.
Do you find that you end up kind of like Mitsu bombing like 1 or 2 conflicts a game, and that like kind of wins it for you, or are you getting him like more? Are you triggering him more than that? Because playing a 5 cards is a lot. So like if somebody tries to dishonor pressure you, I can imagine that like you would eventually run out of cards and you wouldn't be able to trigger him anymore. And then you also have like a Way of the Dragon on him, so then you're kind of like, well, I just spent all this money and I'm not triggering it. So it seems like you really kind of like go off like you want to like trigger like a Way of the Dragon and him, and then like hopefully that does a ton of damage.
Yep, the thing is that something that I hadn't paid attention when I saw the deck is that Proving Ground along with duelist training gives you a ton of draw. It's there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the good old Proving Grounds. This card that should have been put on the RL.
And also in the start of the game, so you can have a fuel for the future turns, you usually use Mitsu for Earth Rings, so you draw with that as well.
Okay. So yeah, this is a pretty cool little deck.
Yep,
Cloud also hasn't been around a lot lately, so like you don't have to worry about him being clouded as much. So.
Yep.
All right. So let's go ahead and move on to MoZi's deck. His crab deck right here called City in the Clouds. So why choose this name? What is this deck supposed to be doing? Tell me a little bit about it.
So there's a guy in the main crab Discord who was talking about this like absurd deck that he built. It was just like 3 Shihobu, 3 Hida Guardian, and then 34 holdings. And then he ran like 37 conflict characters with 3 rebuilds. And I was like, all right, so that's a thing you can do, but like you don't have to quite go that far. So I was like, I'm gonna take that idea and just kind of like see what I can get out of it. And so the first thing I did is I opened up a deck, and I decided that he was doing Scorpion Splash, but I decided that I wanted to play Tadaka if I was going to focus on conflict characters. And so I picked Phoenix Splash, I added a Tadaka and Wandering Mediator, so I knew I was going to be air roll, probably Keeper. And then I just put as many holdings as I felt was reasonable, which ended up being like, originally I think I had like 18 with 3 recalled defenses, and then 19 dynasty characters. Eventually I took some of them out, and now you see I'm like down to 15. And basically, and you run City of the Rich Frog just to like get efficiency in flipping, and then also like you see that there are some walls there. Walls with City of the Rich Frog are actually kind of interesting because like generally what you see when you have a city deck is it's just a free province that you want to attack and kill immediately, and there's really no detriment for you to attack it, other than it's like producing more resource sources every turn. But with walls, you can actually kind of fuck with that a little bit, because you actually have a pretty high probability of revealing a wall on City, and then every time that someone attacks it, you're threatening something. So, and then the other thing is that in the Kravitz decks now, there's Seasons of War, right? And I don't think that Seasons is like a perfect counter to Kravitz, but it is kind of annoying. And this deck, it kind of like shifts a lot of the Dynasty phase reliance to the Conflict phase. And then it also just kind of like has an overwhelming number of holdings. So if you play Seasons, there's a chance that I already passed and got Passing Fate. And there's also just a very high chance that I'm going to flip a bunch more holdings. And then I don't have to buy... At some point in the game, I could have like 7 holdings out, and I don't have to buy any Dynasty cards. And I can just play Conflict cards, and I don't care. And if I do want a guy from Dynasty, I just trigger my box and maybe get one.
Maybe get one.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's actually pretty. I worked out when I had 19 characters. I think I would miss like very occasionally getting a character, partially because of the Keeper Initiates. But I think at 22 with 19 non-Keeper Initiates, it's pretty reliable. I haven't missed one in a while. Recall Defenses doesn't really do that much because of Seasons, but it's Rally. And if you're playing against someone who doesn't have Seasons, you just move like Funeral Pyres, Lunar Laboratories, and Iron Mines to your stronghold, usually in that order. Like a Funeral Pyre on your stronghold is actually like incredibly strong. It's basically just a Forgotten Library that doesn't clog your provinces.
Yep.
The other thing that was good about Demo's deck is Mitsu he's not as much worried about Cloud, and he already has Let Go. I'm assuming. I didn't actually see his list.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
But the same. But really, there isn't that much Cloud going around. And I think it's because of how aggressive a lot of decks have become. And like Cloud is a very strong effect, but a lot of it is like delayed. Like you shot up a character, and then like you still end up dying to them, their stats or something. So Shihobu is actually like pretty good right now because you're not as worried about her being clouded. I do have one way to get rid of clouds, which is the 1x Hita Kotoe and the Conflict deck. But you can, if you think someone's playing Cloud, you can just like trigger her during the Dynasty phase, and you get at least one use out of her. And there's just other characters that need to be clouded too. But her ability is also really important because of Seasons. So her ability, like, just basically tells Seasons to go fuck off. Like this deck, like if you want to get rid of my Cooney Labs, like, all right, sure, you can get rid of the Cooney Labs that's in my province, and I'll just use her to put another one down, or I'll rebuild one. If I'm worried about if I'm playing against Seasons, I'll just be very careful about when I trigger Shihobu or when I use my rebuilds. But I'm always going to have a lot of holdings generally, and then my Guardians are always pretty amazing at that point. Ultimately, this deck functions very similarly to Kravitz in that you're just taking advantage of Cooney Laboratories and lots of small characters to overwhelm your opponent, and it doesn't have the same. I don't have to play those who serve, and I don't have to worry about Seasons fucking up my Dynasty phase. And yeah, it just like I feel like it's just a different way to do the same thing.
Do you look for specific holdings with Hobu?
Mm-hmm. So usually, this is like if I'm not really worried about Cloud, which is like generally the case now, I will grab like 4 holdings. It's usually like 1 lab, 1 iron mine, 1 wall, and then like maybe 1 other. But I usually don't grab more than 1 of any of those. So like if I had 3 labs left in my deck, I would still only grab 1. Unless I was playing against a Scorpion. If I was playing against a Scorpion, I might grab all 3 labs just to like know that I'm never gonna flip one and kill myself. Because actually one of my losses was to a Scorpion who he just flipped Shoju when I was at 1, and I had already removed all my labs, so like I'd still play them, but I would never lose an honor from them. But it was just like he flipped Shoju at the right time, and it didn't matter. Like Student can't stop him from triggering, so. But yeah, that's definitely a concern against Scorpion, is you don't want to like flip 2 labs on a turn or something and then just like not have a rebuild.
Yeah. Well, fortunately for you, there are no Shojus in this matchup.
Yeah.
So, Quickly addressing some stuff from the chat right now. Before we actually start the game, Grofindel in chat saying, "Tell Demagogue to stop talking about a dead card game and come play Pummel Party with his friends."
Pummel Party.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Jasper and Mittens are upset because Jerry keeps dropping F-bombs, but we're fine.
Did I just said one, right?
It might have been like 4 or 5, but
Oh,
we're
shit.
good. We're good. We're not we're not for the kids over here. So all right. So yeah. So these are the 2 decks that we have on deck for today. They are both pretty different, pretty interesting, and I am excited to see how they do against each other. So if you guys want to go ahead, let me hop in here real quick.
It's the first time I see my life with more than 10 characters, so I want to see how it feels.
I had a 18 at one point, maybe. I think like total, so I have like 22 in Dynasty and then 13. So that's 35. How many characters are you running total in your deck?
3 conflict.
Both.
And
Yeah.
I ran 11 holdings, 4 events, so 28.
Huh. Okay.
All right, yeah. You guys can go ahead and get started, and yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and walk me through the mulligan process while y'all are doing that too. Well, I guess let's use first player first. All right, so looks like it's you, Jared, right?
I mean, how specific do you want us to get since we're on the same call? Like,
I mean, it doesn't matter too much. I just like just generalities. Like, what are you looking for in general?
So, one thing I'm looking for is my City of the Rich Frog. I don't want it to have holdings that I like don't want attacked. So, like, if I reveal a wall on City, I'll leave it. But if I reveal like an Iron Mine or a Funeral Pyre or something like that, I'll probably get rid of it. Because people are going to attack it anyways. So, like, I want a wall there.
Okay.
Otherwise, like, Steadfast Witchhunter is very strong turn 1, especially with Tadaka, and especially if you have a Gallant. But that's like, you know, I'm looking for cheap characters and good holdings, and if I'm worried about assassination, I'll keep Iron Mines around and shit.
And Dema, are you looking for Mitsu on the first turn, or are you looking to get him later so that way you can put more fate on him?
I look for Mitsu in general, but now I just want to buy a guy who protects me from weather grab in turn 2.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So, oh my God, what the? Oh, we got a rally card on there too. So.
Yes.
Got to do a little bit of scrolling down here. Let me go ahead and enlarge, enhance.
I just had a flashback to Minority Report. Enhance. Sure. I'll kill it. I'll kill it.
Good thing is with Sacred Sanctuary in my stronghold is that I don't really care if they kill my raw province too fast.
Yeah, that's the great part. It's always been sort of the saving grace of Dragon, right? Is that they always had that. Even I guess when they were really strong, it was almost impossible to break their stronghold just because of Sacred Sanctuary.
Yeah, it's insane.
All right. Thank you for the follow, Anesthesia Cat. If you are still in here, I will. Again, I'm looking to try to do these on a weekly basis, so that way we get some, different matchups going. Just more information out there for the rest of the community. So if you guys like this, go ahead and shoot me a follow, and we can hopefully get this going.
So one thing here, like I used Coyote and I didn't get anything, but I got 2 holdings and a keeper. so I can rebuild now, and I also like have an extra keeper, so I actually don't feel bad about that at all.
Yeah.
And actually, what's really cool is I can rebuild over recalled defenses, and then shuffle it back into my deck and get it again. Just continually thinning my deck.
You can rebuild recall defenses?
Yeah, because I can rebuild,
Fuck.
and it'll shuffle it back into my deck, and then I'll put a holding there.
That's wild. So I noticed that you didn't use the recall defenses. Is there
No.
I mean, I guess in this particular
There's
situation-
nothing I wanted to put there, like, at this point, and I'd rather just save the money. And I'm, honestly, I'm considering I could rebuild over it. I actually don't. It's not great. Like, as soon as I get like another rally that I feel like is more appropriate, I'll probably try and get rid of it. There are some rumors about some rally cards, but I don't really want to speculate.
Sure, yeah. Well,
on what I would replace it with
yeah,
right now.
We'll take a. We'll wait on speculating on Honor cards until they actually get announced.
Yeah.
One good thing about Viscero is that 2 of my 4 provinces I don't care if they break. Actually, I want them to break. And the other Pilgrimage, so first turn by nothing doesn't feel that bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I know at some point, Action Johnny was trying to jump on to come watch it as well. I don't know where he is. I think he's still in a game right now, so he might be hopping in a little bit later to add some Canadian-British flavor to this episode. All right, so the Wandering Mutilator's coming in now. Travis and I were talking about this the other day, that this card is actually kind of good.
It's pretty bonkers.
Yeah.
Especially when you have like a labs, like, so it's a 1/3 with 1 labs, and then you like Tessin it, and then it's a 2/4. Like, it's just a lot of like. So there's literally not a crab card that will give me 2 political for 1 fate, like that. I mean, Guardian is kind of an exception here, but not always.
All right, so this pilgrimage is going to break. And, oh, you are Keeper of Error, so...
Yeah, because of the Mediator. And
Oh, right, it's Emerald
Frostbitten is really good as well.
I forgot about this thing being Emerald only.
Okay, I have to scout first.
See, pretty massive card differential right now. I don't know how this happened. I guess Dema had 2 storehouses, so...
Yeah, I've played a bunch as well. I played 3 cards.
I see Portland boys are in the chat right now. Shoutouts to Evan, of course, and Dan Napolitano. Mr. Bushi Builder, here to scold Dema for not using Bushi
Nice.
Builder.
Yeah, that's right. I feel pretty good so far this turn.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like, you got 2 keepers out.
Oh, he's
Oh,
got
no.
a Wanderer.
Haha.
Yeah, so the Wanderer is coming in here. Now, the City of the Rich Frog is now a 5-strength province that
Yeah. Which is pretty nice.
lets you have display power stuff. Ooh, Kamikaze. Oh, it's any character? Oh, it is any character, yeah, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Evan actually had wanted me to go ahead and do a little plug for Robo Junkyard.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I committed pretty hard here, but I feel like it's totally fine for me to do that.
Yeah.
I have 4 less cards, but I have 4 more honor.
Then I was like, I think
Okay.
I think I'm gonna attack, and you very quickly said no thanks.
Never mind.
Never mind. We're just gonna wander. But yeah, quick plug for Robo Junkyard for Evan. That is Evan's Kickstarter game. You can go ahead and check it out. It is a very cute and fun and quick game that you can play with pretty much anybody. It will be coming out later this year. Evan has already met his Kickstarter goal, but it doesn't hurt to help him out and contribute if you think that the game is awesome, which I think the game is awesome. So go ahead and check that out.
See, I really wanted a student of anatomies here, but not what I got. Which is totally fine too. But student would have been pretty cool right there.
Yeah, it's investigator here, still pretty solid. How are you liking Gaijutsu so far, Demo? Do you feel like
He's because this deck is Mitsu and Oryokun and the rest are supports. So if you see the dynasty, every card except from Mitsu and Yokuni are all for support. They don't break from the cells. They just have useful support abilities.
okay? That makes total sense.
So if, for example, I flip 3 Mitsu and my opponent has a Season of War, I concede the game.
Well, luckily for you, MoZi does not have Season of War in this
Phew,
deck, so.
my ultimate counter.
I know Action Johnny was thinking about replacing what's it called? Recall Defenses with Season, because we kind of think that they're both equally useless for us. so it's like maybe like Seasons is better against other people, which is legit. Okay.
Yeah, anybody in the chat who is interested in Robo
This is the Defender War holding.
Yeah. Do you not want to?
Do you want to go somewhere else?
Bad idea.
I'm fine if you want to change your attack.
Yeah, I would like to attack in the province and the Iron Mine.
Iron Mine. Can we switch that manually?
I think so.
Yeah, with the reveal.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
Alright, while you guys are manualing that, Evan has posted the link to his giveaway for Robo Junkyard. If you guys are interested in the chat, go ahead and sign up for that, and you can win a free copy of Robo Junkyard. And that way, you don't have to give Evan money if you don't want to.
It's shameful.
Okay, and then I think you just need to move the conflict over there.
I don't know if we can move the conflict. Weird. You want to try Demo? I didn't see anything.
What?
Is there a way for us to manually move the conflict to a different province?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'll trigger Shameful,
Okay.
honoring the Keeper.
Trying to look up some manual mode commands right now.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry for that. I see all the wall pieces as useless.
Not
They're actually
after
pretty
today.
decent here. Sorry. I do generally agree, though. I put some previous effort into using them, and I just don't feel like they do enough. But with City and Shihobu and all that stuff, you can actually pants people a little bit.
Yeah. If there are any Jigoku wizards in the chat right now who know how to move provinces manually, let me know. think Mr. Daniel K is done. Add.
Yo.
Hey,
What's going on?
Howdy.
Everything is going on.
Everything is going on right now for sure. Yeah, just the game's in progress right now, so if you want to come hop in and see what's going on here. Jared has just run into Resto, so
Nice.
It sounds worse than it is.
Alrighty.
Let's see. What do I want to do?
Wait, is Jared on the voice?
yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's here.
Right.
Jared
Alright,
and
cool.
Demagogue is also here too.
Oh, what are the odds? Is this the deck, MoZi?
Yeah.
oh,
We did an explanatory
that's how
thing.
you
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Nice. Secret's out then. The word's out.
Yeah. I mean, who watches Dan's stream?
Thanks.
He's got the star power of 2 Dans on his stream though, and everyone knows that it's like, it's like squaring things. The more Dans you get, the sort of more things snowball,
Exactly right.
Yeah.
It's exponential.
It is.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, in the chat, stopping in.
Any Joe, just a random Joe.
Not just any Joe. It's the Joe from Cincinnati, Ohio.
The one from Cincy. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. He's still alive. He lives. The ghost of Christ coming in to like tell us that one day he'll be back, resurrected from the grave. Ghost comparison there.
Yeah, Joe's saying this frog has quite the city. Yeah, it is a rich frog. It's not a impoverished frog.
Ain't your mama's poor frog.
It deals in only opulence and luxury. All right, MoZi has managed to spend 4 cards from his hand, thus making Resto.
He got
not
2
as
good ones.
I
He
know.
got
He
2
got
good
two.
ones.
He got-
Yeah, the
Pretty
Kotoe I
bad.
think is pretty important in this matchup, huh?
I wasn't sure about using the common cause because I was like, I really just wanted to unbound my guardian, but I was like, I might as well use it because I would have to discard something, and then I get a bow as wanderer, which is, whatever.
It's not the worst. To answer your question, Dan, I actually fucking hate Kotoe. I've never played her from my hand. Ever. Every single match I draw this fucking Kotoe, and I'm like, man.
So I guess you've been playing this deck a good bit then, right?
Yeah. So Jared showed me this idea maybe a few days ago, and it was just such a cool idea. There was like 20 holdings. But you know what Jared's like, the first version of a deck he shows you, it's kind of like it's a really good idea, like surrounded in Jack. So I was like, let's get to work, and we surgically together removed all the jank and just made it really fucking cool. So yeah, it's just like it's really cool because there's nothing really like it. People can't really interact with holdings. So if you just get to a point where you have like 6 holdings on your row, there's nothing they can really do. Just gets like, oh, weird.
That's kind of wild. Yeah, I mean, Jared showed me the deck a while ago, and I'm definitely curious right now because now is the time for experimentation when we're all bored on Jigoku and have nothing else to do, right? So might as well.
Well, and it's like you said early in the conversation, you were pointing out that me and Dema are playing stuff that's like kind of off meta, but like it's not like I know we're both like trying to find stuff on meta. It's just like sometimes you have to do some weird shit and.
Right. If you keep on playing the same deck over and over, you're never going to find the new stuff. So it's always good to go ahead and branch out and experiment and try some different stuff.
Yep.
Sometimes you need to go into the hut of revelations and have a big hit of the peace pipe, See what comes out. So speaking of like off meta decks, what does Demagogue's deck do? What's it supposed to do?
This is a Mitsu deck.
Okay.
Mitsu has not shown up yet, so it's not actually doing anything right now.
Sick.
Yeah, but he's got a good shot of firing it next turn, hopefully. And he has lots of money.
It's a nice use of using Kitsuki Investigator to spend a fate to look at the hand there.
Yeah, I mean, the hand size differential now is pretty massive. So
Yeah, you better pray
but
that
he has to have those cards because of his strategy, right?
Yeah.
He's trying to like Mitsu bomb me, so like
Yeah.
he has to survive and then do it and then have it matter. If he does it and it doesn't do enough, then it like.
Wait, is this new Mitsu we're talking about?
Yes, yeah. He's trying to like trigger a bunch of rings.
okay.
Oh,
So
Cycle of Rebirth. Cool card.
no Mitsu, but we do have the Cycle of Rebirth.
Cycle's really good against me. It's also good at helping get Mitsu.
I feel like something is about to be reborn. Or cycled back into the ether to later be reborn.
I wonder if I
It's
should,
probably
I should
We were-
rebirth your lab or my.
I think the lab is pretty solid because
I
like
think-
I've been searching for lab, and if
I'm pretty sure you'll find the lab with your Kiden Hida.
yeah, probably because there's a bunch left in there. We were just talking, Dan, Dan, about how if we should maybe play open season or Seasons of War instead of Recalled because it would just mess Demagogue's deck up even more.
Alright,
Oh, hey Quartermaster, how are you?
oh lord.
Okay,
Yeah.
no lab in the grave.
Yeah. If you can get
Check it.
yeah, it'll shuffle it.
get a shout out for our gallant gal.
So if you recall defense the lab on your stronghold, and then I shuffle a new card in your stronghold. And
I don't
maybe
know.
It's a Yasuki in your stronghold.
The answer to that, Demagogue, can only be found by pursuing the cycle of rebirth, because no one probably knows the answer to it.
Yeah, no one's done it before, I don't think so.
Yeah, I
Things are
mean,
really bad. I don't have Mitsu.
it does
What does
say
it say?
refilm, so
Yeah, so it probably would refill the stronghold. That would be my gut. Unless there's some specific rule in the rulebook that says the stronghold can't be
okay.
refilled.
Yeah, so Christian in chat saying the stronghold is in the stronghold province, so it is never empty.
Right. So what does
Yeah,
what does
that
that
makes
mean,
sense.
Christian?
So the province was never emptied. So
So like it doesn't refill because it's never empty.
Oh, I see what
so
you're
you
saying.
just delete the province then, or the holding rather.
Yeah, I'm really thinking that recall defenses, while fun and a little cute, is not really very good.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, I think just for the sheer fact that Season of War exists.
Just like they released this cool card of the same pack, they're like, aha, here's this card that everyone's gonna have 3 of in their deck forever.
Yeah. Oh man,
Good
Dema
job.
actually in some pretty serious honor trouble right now.
And all the cards in the world don't matter when Watch Commander's in play. Demagogue, you gotta let go there, dude. Feel like you need one.
Yep. Good thing is that all these guys go away next turn, so he has to break 2 now.
I mean, that's what you think. I'm gonna have as much money as you almost. So like, do I need to care? Like,
You have 10 more in your hand.
Shade is being thrown. Relentless shade throwing.
the lab definitely would have really helped. Like getting rid of that lab was definitely correct because I think that I just easily break 2 if you don't have lab,
Yeah.
or if I have lab.
I mean, I think you're in a pretty good spot to break 2.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Maybe. You got political left, right?
Yeah.
I guess it depends what's in your hand. We've seen some of it, haven't we?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
And then what I get with Shrewd as well.
Yeah, I think we also have the two heated guardians plus the watch commander. I think is enough to really kind of
The Guardians are only doing +2 at the minute, though.
sure,
That's not,
but that's more than what Demagogue has on the board.
I think he'll defend as well.
I'm gonna get 1 card from Envoy as well, which is nice.
Yeah, and Dema also can only play 3 cards or 2 cards total.
Aren't they?
Perhaps less.
But not if he has a let go, which you would really hope he has.
He probably has at least one.
Mouse, the master elk.
Well, you better have one now.
Yeah, now you need at least 2 let goes, right?
Yikes.
So, for what else do I need to let go? Nothing. So,
Okay.
That's
a precious honor pinged.
Why'd you let go of that one?
I let go of the other two.
I know, I figure, but I would have started
Yeah,
with
it
that
was.
one.
I'd auto do it.
Because, like, if I just happen to have the defend your honor, like,
Yeah, you're
then
right.
you...
Yeah. So chat, Christian right now pointing out, gotta pre-play that let go, for sure.
Yeah, you need to do that pre-conflict more than anything. Anyway,
'Cause you knew I had the watch commander.
It's so funny, just like Demagogue's trying to play a game and he's just got 3 people being scathingly critical. No, Demagogue, you fucking idiot! You should have done this. God damn it! I would just get. If I was in your shoes, Demagogue, I'd be getting annoyed. I'd be like, shut up.
Oh, here comes the Void Fist.
Nah, don't play with it.
Yeah. Well, one thing.
So now Ultimate has to be the Mitsu.
Alchemist has become Mitsu.
And that alchemist is swole. Ooh.
Okay.
Right. Demagogue holding the line here by playing cards. Oh,
I guess I should have coverted your alchemist, eh? I probably would have gone alchemist if I had used it, but
Jesus Christ, we've got misplays coming out of every orifice in this matchup, people. We've got let goes being forgotten. Stealth.
well, I figure you might be useful next turn, so.
Demagogue uses the very high House of Light to make his alchemist very high.
So high.
Actually extended the destiny of that alchemist.
I think it'd be cool if they gave dragons some like fate burning mechanics to where they can, remove fate from themselves to do things that mattered.
Well, I hear whisperings that might be a theme in an oncoming cycle.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, that's what I heard. Little nuggets here and there.
Okay. Oh, a new name is here.
So that Shigendra is now also both a Bushi and a courtier.
And a
He's
monk.
Oh shit!
She is
alchemist.
almost has the like Exodia keyword right now. What's missing? I guess she needs to be a commander too.
Big commander. If it was running some of those sweet seals of the crane, it could also be a duelist.
Oh, nice.
Return the offense. The hell does this do? Oh, that's a lot of words.
It's a mountain does not fall for political conflicts.
Or
But
for
it
any
doesn't-
conflict,
It
actually.
just
No, not for any conflict.
oh, it's just a political duel.
Right, do the thing.
Arash in chat saying, this seems like a weird game. Well, Dema's deck hasn't actually started doing things yet until now, so there hasn't been much of a game, but I think that, this Alchemist is already is loaded up and ready to become a threat. Is Will in the conversation? No, that's racist. It's actually Action Johnny. He's the one who's vaping.
Yeah, it's me. It's your boy. How do you think I sound like Will? I did. Really? That's interesting. Also, not in the chat, so unable to hear or see any reply you might give.
Arash says he recognizes Will's vaping style, and he thinks that you two share a vaping style.
Arash, I'm sorry to break it to you, man. I've been vape free for a while now.
I think it's just Johnny inhaling.
I just have weird deep breaths, okay? Look.
Which handle was used?
I actually don't remember.
Okay, let's say you did the bowed one with. Oh no, the other one.
The one that's in the conflicts?
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right, so Dema has now successfully plucked your hand free of cards.
I still have two.
You have two. A katana and whatever the Yasuki just drew.
it's a mystery. You've got a max that I can see of 4 stat pumps here. Court games would have been sweet.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh dear
The card
me.
is gone.
Oh,
That would have
it was relevant.
It was in fact
It wasn't relevant.
It was very relevant, yeah.
Right, well, you never know. You can just boost up some swole dude. There you go.
I need Tadaka, man. That's what I need. Freaking Tadaka right now.
You need a tad. What will we see? Will we see MoZi switch tactics, start drawing some cards, or will we see the on a leash show?
Okay, now which one was used?
No, I don't. But
Okay, that's flat one. That's flat one.
I mean, I would. Yeah, that seems smart as well.
Okay, upholding authority is breaking.
Discard
The
this.
Demagogue is churning out cards to not a huge effect. I mean, he's holding on. That's what's going on here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh
Yeehaw.
shit! Hang on, are we going to see some alchemical fury here, or is that just for that stat? A sweet.
I mean, you might as well use it. He's gonna get the fate back, so.
Is he?
Oh, they get the fate back.
Yeah, because he'll get the. He has an attack left, but he also has first attack next turn.
Oh, okay.
No fate. And he has no standing characters.
Yeah, he'll just get it next turn. So.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, well. MoZi rightly sacks the gallant to stand the witch hunter. The favor is tied. Hey, so we're going to see City of the Wealthy Amphibian restock.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
Yeah, that's definitely right.
I need to see those labs.
Yeah.
Now, Dema, quick question for you, because I know Tyler
Yeah.
has talked about it on J Throne, but he had mentioned previously that if a card was likely to come off the RL, it might be Void Fist. Would you put Void Fist in this deck if you could?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
of course.
All right.
No.
Just making sure. Man, still no Mitsu. That's wild.
Would you ever put 3 Banzai in
Oh,
a
where is the? What did you ask?
Would you ever put 3 Banzai in a deck?
Yeah, it was 3 Banzai, and I changed it just before this game. I'm not sure if I did great. Okay,
Neither one of us has seen a bonsai like, that I'm aware of, like, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
You let
So,
go.
what I should rebirth now?
I have 2 labs,
Oh, dude.
an iron mine.
You are hitting those cycles of rebirth at the exact right time.
Well, I think ideally he'd like to use it on himself, but like he can't.
Well,
Mm,
no. Well, it works on itself, right? I
It doesn't refill face
yeah.
up.
I'm gonna wait for our boy here to use Cycle of Rebirth, and then I'm gonna discuss what I think would have been the best target. We'll see if it matches up.
Were you here when he did a labs last turn?
yeah. I can also
Yeah, he
do
did.
Student of Anatomies, which is annoying.
Yeah, but I will probably get one with Kyrie and Hida. if you do, right? It's like,
Yeah. Okay.
And well, I know what I'd be hoping for with Kind and Heater this turn. I know which sweet card I'd be hoping for.
I know what sweet card I'm hoping for.
We'll do a 1, 2, 3 once you've used it.
Yeah.
See if we're on point.
This is a pretty tough decision, though. I think that there's there's a lot of choices, and I think that they're all good, but I think some are better than others.
Okay, I will put away the.
Yeah,
Kunilab.
Yeah, that's correct. I would say.
I would have picked the mine. I would have picked the mine.
Because of the
Oh, what fuck.
What happened? Oh, okay,
Mitch.
nice.
Oh, he did something. Oh,
Wait.
Metsu.
Well, it says he plays cycle to shuffle Kuni lab, but I still have 2 labs.
Yeah.
Did I flip one? Did I flip another one?
I think you did.
Okay.
That sucks.
Wait, what?
But he did get Mitsu. He did get
What?
Mitsu.
No, what the fuck?
Yeah, he just flipped to second labs. Dude, you should 100% hit the mine there, I think. So now MoZi would have 3 labs.
No, I was expecting to break the mine.
Be hard. It's going to be really hard with 6 cards, and what is likely to be. Well, I would if right now I'd be hoping to draw Shihobu. That's what I'd be hoping to draw. Either that or a Guardian.
Yeah, I wanted Shihobu, but
Oh, there's the Guardian.
Chat.
There's the...
Guardian would have been good.
Chat right now saying Cycle might be bugged in that it doesn't actually shuffle.
I
the deck.
think that cycle is bugged. Personally, I've seen some weird shit happen with it, so I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Chat right now saying they're still patching Cycle of Rebirth because one of the devs who was working on it was at the Dublin Cote. So it actually didn't do anything there. So I don't know if.
Okay, so how do you fix that? Do you you should manual that. Can you draw? Do you draw again? Is that how it works? Do both players draw again?
No, so it's working on your own stuff. It doesn't work on your opponent's stuff right now.
Yeah, and there's no good manual way to move stuff in and out of provinces because.
How does it work? Does it flip both people's things face up? So you both shuffle away a card and you both flip face up again. Is that
Look
how
at
it
this
works?
5-8 firing.
That's how it's supposed to work for that.
That's pretty sick, dude. Alchemist is like buff right now. So buff. Just
Yeah,
like
so-
I'm gonna fucking play all the Fater rings.
Do we want to say that the Cooney Lab on City is gone?
There's 2, so one should.
Well, no,
I
so-
think
No,
I can
no,
drag
no,
it
no,
away.
Oh,
So here's the rationale that Chat's pointing out too, right? Is that if you shuffle the one on City of the Rich Frog, it doesn't refill because the province isn't empty.
okay, yeah, that's
So it
fair.
actually just goes back into the deck.
Okay, right. Well, can you remove from provinces?
No, wait.
Yeah, I can drag it away. I mean,
Wait,
Why? I didn't get it. He had the 2 left in his deck, right?
Yeah.
So the other one might just.
be the one that flipped. I mean,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't refill if it was City, right?
yeah.
How does cycle worded?
So
How's
Cycle says it has to be it refills if it's empty.
Yeah, and it's never empty. So did you pick the one that was on City, or did you pick the one on Shameful?
I picked the one on Shameful, I think.
Okay, well, that's different then. Then you just got really unlucky.
No, and
God.
that's the bug then, and that one that's.
Well, no,
what-
he could have done it.
could-
No,
yeah, hypothetically it
there is
could
chance. There is chance. So we play it on.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll play it as if it happened that way, but for future reference, now we know that Cycle of Rebirth is currently bugged, and also if you are using it and you have two choices, you want to do it on the one that has cards left still in the province.
Now that the wall base is not there, I can attack.
You can attack for now.
What if I get a rebuild,
Yeah,
bro?
see
Yeah, you didn't even think about that one, did you?
I don't know.
I was like, Defender's 9. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, oh yeah, 2 labs.
Hmm.
Arash asking in chat, why is there a 504 in my name? That is the New Orleans area code, reminiscent of the 90s rap group, the 504 Boys.
But yeah, I think we all know those guys very well.
Oh god.
I think people know at least one of them, which was Lil Wayne.
Yeah. There you go. I know who Lil Wayne is.
There you
I
go.
can tell you any of the musical workings of Lil Wayne. Any of them at all, actually, but I know the name.
Little
Could I
Wayne.
put a face to that name? No, I couldn't.
He has a pretty distinct face.
Yeah, he does. Not as much as like Post Malone.
Yeah.
I feel like Post Malone is like the most distinct rapper face that there is.
Right. His face is it's a germ. It's like the inside of a microbe.
Oh, that sounds disturbing.
Alright, nice policy debate here.
Policy debate is a very depressing card.
What are you talking about? It's always
Oh,
fair.
you did.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna take you down to Spanktown now.
Oh no.
Let's see.
But it's very strange that with
Amazing.
policy, I almost always bid to be safe. So the moment I think that my opponents know that and bid 1, and I bid 1, they win me.
You gotta just kill the other policy debate, right?
No, not necessarily.
Oh shit! There it is. Watch Commander the Third.
But see, now I know he doesn't have any let goes, and like I really just need to win this conflict. I think.
Yeah, you really do. And then you need to hope that you can kill Box. Except Box is that stupid monk house, so.
Yeah. I actually think I'm in pretty good spot now. Like I don't need to dishonor you out, but now like I still have equal honor, and our card differential has like evened out. So.
Yeah.
The labs are helping.
Yeah. And now I know you don't have a bonsai. Proving grounds would have been good for you here.
Okay. Cards being exchanged.
Alright, so you are going for the break.
I feel like Jared has to kind of break this.
I don't need to break. I just need to win it. I mean, that's what I think. But I mean, honestly, like getting him to defend was pretty huge too. I think the longer the game goes, the more I start to get card advantage, and then I think that kind of makes a big deal.
Like your confidence, Jared. Let's see how it pans out.
Yeah.
No. Hmm.
What are you thinking, Stefanos?
I'm thinking I should play the Wanderer and the Dragon Tattoo
Yeah.
Or
possible.
just let it break. So the
It's an
bad thing is that-
annoying.
the annoying thing is that keepers are 3-3 each, and he has 3 of them.
Yeah, I've just seen those 3 keepers. That's pretty important, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really the kicker here. It's not so much the ring itself; it's more just the keeper army that's about to come in here.
Yeah, the Zerg swarm. It's pretty impressive, Jared. It seems that all of your Shihobus are somewhere at the bottom of the deck.
Yeah,
fine.
it happens.
They were they were at a party
Yeah,
with
that's-
Dema's Mitsus.
Yeah, just chilling out in the void of potential.
Yeah, it's social social distancing.
Oh, he passes! Here we go! The stuff is gonna happen.
Yeah, I think I don't
Dude.
play. I think I don't play anything and risk like giving Dima another chance to play a card. I
100%
think I just
Sweet.
let it happen.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Because I really want to play this rebuild, but I think that I have to just not.
Yeah, if you play the rebuild, he's just gonna stop you from breaking.
Yeah.
And the rebuild is like it's still good, obviously, but you know,
I already
it's
have
not the
2.
end of-
I've got 2 labs.
Yeah.
Hey, buddies.
All right. So now it comes down to this Swole Alchemist versus these 3 Swole Keepers.
Yeah, and it is gonna be unpolitical, so it's not that swole, but these keepers are super swole.
Actually, I probably shouldn't talk strategy right now, right? That's probably not allowed, right?
No, it doesn't really matter. I mean, the point of this show, I guess it is just to showcase and kind of discuss lines of play, and
Yep.
if people are interested in the decks, then they can sort of see, have insight as to what's the best way to approach these situations.
Well, in that case, if we assume that the stronghold is Monk Box, then I just definitely wouldn't attack into that. I would just go.
Well, so I know it's in his hand. So like, I know he has a Daimyo's Favor, a Dragon Tattoo, a Hawk Tattoo, and a Tattooed Wonder. So he can get 7 political, and then he can use Alchemist on me.
and Shame, which is the last province for sure.
If I no, I'm saying if I attack his box, right? So it's 2 problem strength if it's the air one, right?
Oh yeah,
And-
no, well, yeah. So I think attacking into the box is just you can just wait till next turn to do that.
Well,
right?
but see, so I can also like do this really fucking edgy play where I kill my Shrewd Yasuki and my Student of Anatomies, and then I have 5 plus 9 is 14, and I can cloud the Alchemist, and then I don't think there's anything he can do to
Yep, you're right.
stop me.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm like pretty sure.
Right. Well, let's see it then. Put your money where your mouth is.
Oh my god, what the not what I meant to do. Wait.
Okay,
What did you do?
Do you mind if I manual that? I think it's like
no,
one.
no, man,
one.
of course.
Yeah, thanks.
I know I lose. I know I've lost. We just showcased.
Yeah.
You're supposed to do it to the Yasuki.
I was gonna. Yeah. Where is this making this difficult? It's like not letting me move the conflict discard box around.
You can't do it when the manual thing's on. You have to turn manual mode off to move the conflict discard box.
Really?
Yeah, I believe so.
It's not letting me. Still not letting me do it. And then it's like the Witch Hunter's like right under it.
So just refresh. So just actually refresh your web page, and that should fix it all.
We're really just giving everyone a tutorial in
Manual moding.
manual moding.
Yeah, I'm pretty lit at manual mode.
Yeah.
It's not
And fixing.
working.
Put them back in your
Right.
hand.
Oh yeah.
The swords you need to put back in your hand and then play onto the Witch Hunter because for some reason that works. All right.
Oh wait, I don't want to do that. Doot 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 doot. Remember that really painful game I played against Jokingly? I think Mittens was streaming, and we kept trying to like transfer control of this talisman.
Oh my god, that was.
And we were both on tablets.
That was so awful.
All right, sacrifice this guy this time. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, so now we go in and make sure that we did our math right. We carried our ones.
Yep.
Yeah. He'll have 6 to my 15.
Is this the case?
Alright.
But yeah, I mean, part of that was like he just didn't see Mitsu.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's fine.
No, that's
So-
what I should have seen that line here. But it was very insane to.
Yeah, you should
and then
have.
start
Should have.
video with.
As soon as you passed, and that's like I don't play the rebuild, then I figured I might have enough stats.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
so,
good game.
Alright, do we want to play another game real quick and see if we can get Mitsu out?
I'm down. I mean, if he is.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, sure.
I'm digging top down. You know, it's a Sunday afternoon, and in about an hour, I'm gonna have to really clean my room. That's about as interesting as my day gets.
Yeah, we're basically not allowed outside anyways. So.
Pretty much.
Alright, it'll be the same password. Dan.
Got it.
Alright, so thanks Mittens for tuning in. We're gonna play another game real quick and see if we can get some more favorable flops for Dema this time. So
No, my flops were fine.
oh
It
yeah.
was me who lost.
So one of the issues that we're kind of saying here is that okay, yes, when you, despite the fact that we do have these new cards, these rally cards, it still can be kind of tough to find the card that you need, and so for very single character focused strategies, that's something that you have to account for whenever you're building your deck.
Is
Thing is that if that game was delayed one more turn, I think I may had a chance.
Yeah, I think.
And the province, along with the Stronghold province, are made so the game can be delayed enough so you can see your important pieces.
what's the name of that province that like tutors your entire deck for a character?
Emperor Summons.
Oh no, it's
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, Emperor Summons. It's a secret roll only.
It's secret roll. It's not air roll. Then
No, but it is an air province.
thinking there was air somewhere in the equation.
Yeah, the only issue with that is that your air province is Sacred Sanctuary, and you kind of need that to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Unless you
could
get-
actually play Super Fair.
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
but
Yeah, Secret of Air, get your Mitsu if they walk into it. Happy days. It's to put it on another province, right?
Yeah, you can put it wherever you want. Just non-stronghold.
Hey, you see Gallant Gal going against Doomed Gal.
So doomed. So doomed.
Doomed, mate.
Yeah, I mean she's on fire right now, so
She's literally self-immolating.
no.
Yeah, gotcha.
Dude, it's actually, if he has the second policy debate here, this is kind of bad.
Well, so I only like. Well, yeah. Then it is bad, but
Two policy debate kind of. Assuming, well, we'll see what he goes for here. But I know what I'd be looking at. Yeah. That sounds about right. Which makes me believe he does indeed had the second policy debate.
I wish I could unbow an unbowed character.
Ooh, that fucking blows.
Oh, I found the second one.
All right.
Okay.
No, that's a terrible idea.
What the fuck? You played the... Didn't see that? But okay.
What did you do? Oh, right.
Okay. It's a little interesting honor exchange here. Let's see what happens. Playing cat and mouse right now.
Cat and other cat.
Boo!
Ooh,
Yeah. Favorable win.
the soul read.
Mind games. There you go.
So, Dan Napolitano in chat asking if the new dragon attachment, Educated Heyman, is worth playing for your Mitsu deck.
What does that do?
That's the one that I think it lets you search like the top 4 of your dynasty. I don't remember exactly.
Oh.
Let me pull.
Oh, you mean the little follower guy, the -- province follower.
I think now that you think that I think of it, it's one more card than I can play during a conflict. So,
Man,
Yeah,
Our dream.
I didn't think of it like that.
our dream is dead, Dan.
Dude, cool. Don't even trip. This is a real bummer.
Yeah, and he has the cloud.
Okay. Absolute spanking. I mean, it's experience, right? What
This
the
is
fuck
brute.
Yeah, so
I
demo.
feel the Katana Defender on the line was not great.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
If I had a funeral pyre, I would have been fine. But nope, no funeral pyre.
Oh no. Oh, this is a pounding, buddy.
Yeah, I mean
That's
it's
fine.
okay.
Maybe we'll see Mitsu. Maybe we'll see Mitsu in time.
Yeah. So demo, just to give you the Educated Heyman card says attached to an unbroken province you control. Each time you would refill attached province with a card. Instead, look at the top 2 cards of your dynasty deck. 4 cards if the attached province is face down. Refill the province with one of those cards and discard the rest.
Okay, I'll play it.
Okay.
And I will remove the Miya's favor.
Yeah. I think that's 100% better than Daimyo's favor.
I mean, what isn't?
Educated Heyman?
No, I mean, what isn't better than
Oh,
Daniel?
that's a good question.
Get the stars, there you go. A strong contender for the worst event in the game, alongside another famous dragon event, Tranquility.
Yeah. Man, you do get 2 keepers though. That's actually kind of wild.
Yeah, I mean I'm not like dead. I'm just like not as good as I'd want to be.
That was a rough turn, and now you kind of have to capitalize on this momentum.
But it's like interesting. Like a rough turn was me getting 2 keeper initiates and breaking a shameful, right? Like
It was more
What?
losing.
You had weather card in your hand?
Oh no, you drew it for the
No.
Yeah!
Did I see that?
No, you didn't see it.
You drew it for the Caillou Envoy.
Okay.
Oh no, fuck. Fuck.
Someone forgot where the crowd is.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, right. Well, I mean that's that. That sells quite a lot.
See, that was like the best Iron Mine ever.
That was a sweet Iron Man for sure. Okay, so it's all on this Tranquil boy now.
Or he could season here, but yeah, I think that's a fine season because, well,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
he got rid of a lab, but he gave me a gallant.
I mean,
I think that's a fair
essentially-
trade.
do you remember when we showed some people these lists and they were like, "Oh man, this deck just gets like wrecked by seasons," and we were like, "No, it doesn't. It just like seasons just draws you more good stuff." Like,
Yeah, you're just like, oh, you get rid of my holdings, and I drew more holdings. Thanks.
yeah. It's like cool. Okay, I just draw another 6 cards, which are just more holdings and like things I can sacrifice. So
Okay.
yeah, it's dope.
I
So
think I was good, and then what the fuck?
Yeah.
So Mitsu here is actually not terrible because of the fact that you can actually keep him alive with High House.
And yeah, you can keep him alive by spending 5 cards a turn and doing High House. That is all correct. Man, I know that sounded like I was being brutally sarcastic. You made it something it wasn't, Dan.
So I'm gonna do something a little weird here, just to because I don't want to let the student of anatomies go away. I already have 2 in my discard pile. So I'll buy the gallant and then kill him.
Oh yeah, nice one.
Okay. Yeah,
And then I get boop.
The student. I can't. The more I play with student, the more I'm just like, this card is fucking insane.
Yeah. I remember when it was previewed, we were all like, this card is bananas, and then we couldn't fit it into decks for ever. We were just like, how do we actually put it into a deck and use it?
It wasn't really until Krabbits, it sort of popped up. But it's just so sick. I was playing versus a lion guy just right before I was doing this, actually. I was just playing a stupid version of this deck. And he had this Spirit Caller, and he was trying to get this Tutorial out of his bin, bless him, for 3 conflicts maybe. Sorry, for 3 turns he was trying to get this Tutorial out of his bin with Spirit Caller. And it just never happened. He just had this 1/3 potato, he just get constantly blanked every round. And sometimes I'd wait until the first action of a defensive conflict to maybe get his hopes up a little bit. and then it'd be first action blackish again.
Oh, that's just mean. Oh, Rebels. Yeah.
It was
Yeehaw, buddy.
Food a bit. It was a bit like that.
Yeehaw.
Wowzers. Rebels doing things. Okay.
I'll take the win here. I'll take the win.
We got here, Void. Yeah, Void's pretty good. And you don't want your student going away. It's pretty fun, catching up with this game. Actually, I haven't really been playing the last few months, and then I came back and all these crazy cards have been printed. I was like, "What is going on?"
I probably should have stopped that. Yeah.
Common cause. It's crazy.
Yeah, Crab is in a really good spot right now. I think.
Yeah. They are. They seem really strong. You've got all these stupid combos that work together. It's sweet, or synergies, I should say.
So that's 3 cards.
Yeah. Start counting.
4 cards. Where is it?
No,
Okay.
Bonsai.
Really big. I think that I'm just gonna cloud you now.
You did the thing. Did the thing that I was literally talking about, the Shigenja.
This card is gross.
Ow. That is cruel,
Wait.
Jared.
Now, if he attaches the dragon tattoo, does it still work?
What the
Ooh.
fuck?
You were only at 4.
Yeah.
If you want to discard another one and add to it, I'm cool.
I just had the stupid plan, but I won't say, I'll say it after.
You sure you're good?
Yep.
Okay.
No, I will take a fate.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
Wow, man, that's how bad Way of the Dragon was. I haven't seen that card in forever.
I had the karmic balance in hand and was setting up that.
Yeah.
But then I forgot we have to have equal bids.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
I had somebody karmic balance me, but they were playing new Mitsu, and it got rid of my Way of the Crab that was going to kill their Mitsu. It was so bad.
It was Karmic Balance is maybe one of my favorite sort of cards that have been printed. I just love brutal resets like that. They're so fun. It's super hard to set up, but fun.
Thing is, with this deck, it fits very well because you play your hand either way, and then when you get low, you blow out.
Yeah. Just a good card, I think, if you can get that prerequisite sorted.
Hmm. Hmm. I was kind of worried it was going to be one of these ones.
I mean, you were like a 33%, no, sorry, like a 66% chance to hit
Yeah, yeah. I
one of
think
them.
that I'm totally cool with not breaking this.
It's fair. Kind of want to do a version of this deck of Countryside Trader, MoZi. I'm not going to lie.
What's Countryside Trader?
It's that unicorn card that Christian hates, where you pay a fate to trigger the province.
Oh.
Or triggering conditions. I think Countryside Trader would slay in a deck of labs and Tessens and all that fun stuff. Because you'd probably get a lot more value out of him in crowd. He sits around longer. Doing shit like triggering all their stupid provinces was sweet.
Yeah, Shooter Evan in the chat saying this should be titled Demagogue Unfortunate Adventures.
Dude, turn 1 was sick. Turn 1 was so sick.
Turn on, Demagogue.
The worst turn to how not to play a turn.
Where the crab was quite sad.
Yeah, Christian.
I'm kind of torn on rings here. Like, I can get keepers, or I can like dishonor this Mitsu, or I can get even more card advantage. And it's like all seems pretty good.
Yeah, you've got spoil for choice rings here. Anyway, sorry, what you're saying, Dan?
Yeah, Christian in the chat is upset about your accolades for Countryside Trader.
He really hates it. Actually, I kind of think it's funny how much he hates it. If anything, it makes me like it more. It's dope, Christian. I fucking swung 8 honor with that card and dishonored out a Scorpion. Tell me that's not fucking sick. Boom, 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 shake the room. Okay, well, I guess, like, that's damage control for Demagogue this time, right? I mean, not losing 2 provinces on this turn is really good. That's about as good as you can hope for that.
Yeah, and I think he's...
Now he's got... His last 2 are Upholding Authority in Resto, and he's got the very high Monk Sanctuary, whatever it's called, thing, to potentially stall the game out. And I guess Mitsu's here, right?
Yeah, he's big. He's a big boy.
Yeah. Well, he is here. Maybe not in spirit because of this student, but...
Yeah, you need to find Aisha Genja and Cloud. And also just not eat any more Where the Crabs.
Okay, there is Aisha Genja.
There we go. Where the crab? It's just like
I do have a lot of cards.
Oh man, I was fully expecting to see that second Where the Crab there. Just like bang. Yeah, so one of the things we noticed when we were testing the slightly earlier version of this deck was that it actually struggled with Dragon for some real reason. Like Dragon was just
yeah, we were just beating the crap out of everybody but Dragon.
Yeah, it was super weird. We were like, what the fuck? Well, I was like, oh, man, I had this really grindy game against Dragon. I eventually won, but it took like 6 turns. It was fucking took forever. And then Jared was like, yeah, I had the same fucking thing. And I was like, what was with that? I don't know. There's something about like being able to defend with High House and Void Fists, like on all your cheap guys. Just it's quite hard to oversmount. So then, yeah, Where the Crab went in, and that's helped a lot by the looks of things.
Alright, so Demo actually has a decent board now. There's the Cloud. That's sick.
That's a very important Cloud of Mind.
Yes, he's now clouded both of my Zero Fate characters. I feel pretty good.
It's fine. I mean, I think he actually wants to be able to accomplish something here, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically about that Cloud.
Yeah, and that's actually your last student, too, so...
Well, unless I reshuffle, but...
Sure, yeah.
Correct.
El correcto. Okay, so we see. Well, we're definitely seeing upholding authority over Resto.
You sure?
Demagogue does not care. He's going to take the break and he's going to make Jared attack the monk house instead. Sacred Sanctuary. What the fuck is it called? What is it called? Dan?
It's Sacred
What the fuck is
Sanctuary.
that card called? It is Sacred Sanctuary. Right. There are so many like different shrines and sanctuaries now. They all sort of like mush together in my head. Hey, Dan, I just want to completely talk about something separate for a minute.
Sure, go ahead.
What do you think of that new line attachment that turns the province into your hands, essentially, in terms of playing characters?
I think it is not good in the context of line. So,
outside of line, perhaps. Like, let's say in deck that play City of the Rich Frog and like defending.
I think that could be a little bit better. So I know that well, Jared was actually talking to me about y'all thinking about putting it into this deck. So
I just want to. I want to try a version of it. There is a version
Yeah.
of this that exists in that card, and it was pretty funny.
I mean, the big issue is that it only works at that specific province, right? So
No, it doesn't.
But you only need
Yeah.
it for one turn, right? I mean, or one conflict, and then you buy everything, and then you're like, cool.
right, but you have to buy it into the conflict itself.
Yeah, but then you this deck just unbows all its little dudes.
Yeah,
and then
so-
it has common cause too.
Yeah.
So
I think in the context of this deck, it's probably a little bit better. But
Line
honestly,
you wouldn't play.
I think the card just says Gain of Fate because you passed earlier.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, and also, gives you a load of conflict characters.
Yeah, it has to be a conflict at the attached province. So
Does it say that?
unbroken province, attached province, and each character has to enter play into that conflict. So
Okay, during conflict at attached province, you may play each character in your provinces.
correct. Yeah, no. So it's not just that province, but you can only use it while you're at that province. Is what I'm saying.
Yes, yeah. But let's say,
So it's a one-shot
so
deal, pretty much.
well, no, because if it's on City of the Rich Frog, which they're going to endlessly attack, right? Which also has 3 dudes on it.
Sure. I mean, but they can also just break it, right? And then that's the last time you get to
What I really like about City of the Rich Frog is it's this kind of magnet that makes people want to attack it. Yeah, people are like, I've got to kill this province. I've got to kill it fast. It's like a nice safe province. It's early on, I can attack. And that basically kind of sets up this deck at least to do some pretty fun stuff. Because when you know that they're going to be coming out of that province, and if you have all this stuff that does shit either on defense or when you win a defensive conflict, which Crab and pretty good at doing. Yeah, it's nice to have a province. It's almost like City of the Rich Frog's downside is sort of leveraged positively in some way,
Yeah. All right. So Watch Commander comes down on this Yaski. Now it's gone.
Oh, there's the third let go for the third Watch Commander. Oh wait, no, that was last
That was
game.
last game, yeah.
yeah.
We're back to a whole new cycle of let goes of Watch Commanders. How exciting.
Alrighty.
Oh, shit. Jared, are you on this version?
All right. So that's 3 cards now. What ring is? Oh my God! This is the air ring.
Yeah, so he can steal some honor from me, but I don't feel super bad about that.
What's on your box here?
Air province.
on your box. Oh, wow,
Yeah.
okay.
There's an air province there. I don't know which one, but there's an air province there.
I don't imagine what it is.
Well, if you tune into the beginning of the stream, you'll see me looking at both deck lists, and in which case you can see which air province it is. It may or may not have been mentioned earlier.
Mind me. Don't have this version of the list. My provinces are different.
Okay. Return the offense.
I wouldn't have done that on Mitsu. I would have done that on Yokuni.
Why?
Because if I counterattack you, you're gonna box anyways.
Okay. It's the same. We can attack the other province. But the problem here is again that I'm one fate sword for karmic balance, and that sucks. And now I can do it, but I should play to Yukuni no fate.
Yukuni no fate. Has Yukuni lost 2 fate this turn?
He lost 1.
He lost one.
Okay, right, got you. He's gonna do like, what does this Mitsu do? I should probably read this card. During a conflict, choose a ring. He can choose. Oh right. Well, that's interesting. He chooses Earth. That is
Oh, he gets
interesting.
to choose a ring.
Yeah,
I thought he
it's
just
not
resolved
just
the
an
ring.
attack ring.
Okay, okay.
Oh, okay, well, that's interesting. Well, why not Void there, Stephanos?
I do void as well.
Oh,
Because of
he,
Yokuni.
he can do void later if he wants.
Oh, okay,
So he can do,
right.
he's gonna do 3
both.
rings right now, pretty much.
Oh, I thought this was political for some
Oh.
reason.
Okay, that's cool. Wow, shit. That's pretty strong when you have Bro Cooney out. Yeah, Cooney is such a bro, isn't he? He's like, yeah, dude, I got this. I'll just do the same thing again.
So here, if I had played karmic balance and then I do 3 Earth, I just go to 7 cards and MoZi 1.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Wait, I'm so confused. How many rings are getting resolved here? I've seen Earth and
3.
Void twice. Why 3?
Because,
There's
Way
a
of
Way
the
of the
Dragon.
Oh shit. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, that's pretty cool. Hey, Jared has gone all in on this defense. Bro. It's not breaking thanks to that sweet wall holding.
Well, it's also because of the rat too.
Yeah, oh true, the rat.
What the fuck?
Oh dang.
I hope you have more.
That is a lot. As he does have more. Jared asks, and Demagogue eagerly gives in response.
No.
I do have more.
What things happening here?
Oh no! So
Yeah.
close.
Yeah,
So
that's
close.
like that.
Because if I win this, I get a fate. I get to remove the cloud from my witch hunter, and then
Alright, I will.
all the keepers. I would have got 3 keepers. I would have unbowed
What the fuck? Yeah.
the Shrewd,
Yeah.
and then I would have unbowed another character as well.
I think you
I mean,
break Stronghold.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I would. But I'm out of stuff now. So.
Again with 3 keepers.
This is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that karmic
This is
balance would have been
anyone's game
massive. That would have been insane.
Honor is precious. Now, that was 4 ring effect resolved. That is what the deck does, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so for everybody who stuck around for game 2, you got to see what this deck does.
Yeah,
That's crazy. I like this.
Yeah, it's.
I needed one more fate because I had a mediator in my hand, which would have been 3 more. Did you have anything else?
I have 1 more.
Ah, okay. Maybe it would have been fine. I
No,
need like a...
you win with 3 more.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need one more fate.
Where province fertile fields, MoZi?
Well, I don't have fertile. So
Is a manicure then?
no, on stronghold.
Yeah.
It's
What's up,
I don't want to say now. I mean, it's so painfully obvious to me what it is. It's like...
I don't know. An air province on stronghold?
Really?
I
what
feel
is
like
it?
he's being
Come on.
somewhat cheeky.
I genuinely have no idea.
Okay, it's frostbitten.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah. So like, I don't feel super. I mean, I'm super dead, but I like don't feel super dead.
Man, what a what a turn of events for that turn right there.
If I,
Yeah.
yeah, one more fate. That's all I needed.
No. طبعا 100.
You can buy it manually next turn.
No, he's trying to get rid of it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it sucks.
Wait, let's see.
Look at this. Look at this sick province row that I have now. Look at this madness.
I think Christian has said me one time how I can do it, but I don't remember.
How to refill? Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Oh, I did it. Oh, but
Now I need to decide what I want to recall defenses here. Like, both these provinces are pretty annoying for you, but I feel like you're going to attack into meditations. So,
okay,
maybe I
never
should-
mind. I just buy him.
Yeah, we're gonna let the me and Mr. Rock.
I don't know how to do it.
Don't ask me, I'm terrible.
A slog in this matchup. It's pretty immense. It's pretty crazy that Demagogue lost. What was it? 7 fate of characters. If to that way of the crab. How much did he lose?
That was 7.
Yeah, he was 7.
But he had,
Hey,
like-
fuck, that's crazy.
He had a lot, so
This was-
he had
yeah,
8 fate
this
after
was-
turn 1 or whatever.
Yeah, he did roll a lot.
Why, yes, I think I will take a Hita Guardian.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh Jesus.
We've seen 2 clouds here.
plus 8.
That thing's pretty
I've
great right now.
definitely seen plus 10.
My record is 12.
Daniel wanted me to put smuggling deal in the deck just for Guardian.
Yeah, I put it forward. I was like, man, what if we just had like a cheeky little one-off smuggling deal in? Because the 2 actions you really care about are Hida Guardian and Shihobu, and being able to smuggling deal like either of those actions, like pretty much just auto win you a conflict, right?
Yeah.
So just smuggling deal is such a cool card. It doesn't go in any decks.
The art is like totally sick too.
That's dope. Little Yasuki Taka.
Yeah. Shoutouts to jokingly, whoever he is
I
right
think
now.
that was gravy.
I probably shouldn't have bid too, but it's whatever.
I mean, do you just die right now? Actually,
I have a lot of defense, but it's possible.
it's not about your defense. It's about being able to.
If he can play 5 in one conflict, yeah, maybe. Sometimes it's, yeah. He should probably,
Oh yeah. That's
the problem.
that is it, isn't it? Oh mate.
Well, he doesn't matter which ring he goes.
It only matters if he needs the extra air ring, but I think he only needs 2 right now. So
Okay, this is an interesting attack. I'm not quite sure.
He might not be able to play 5 as part of it.
Yeah, it's just more like his Mitsu stands back up on the box anyway.
If I attack,
So-
yeah.
yeah.
I
Well,
mean, you probably want to attack that box. So you're on to time is not your friend
Yeah.
right now.
well, I guess Mitsu can also work on defense too. It's only participating, right? So it doesn't have to be attacking. So I guess
He just loses. He loses the Kitsuki investigator to meditate. So if this is the line, then why didn't he get
I should have
meditation?
played something else. Well, never mind. It doesn't matter. He has Hawk Tattoo.
Yeah.
So this skirmisher really doesn't matter.
Interesting.
Yay.
Maybe his fifth card was going to be Hawk Tattoo.
Yeah, he's done it.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dual chaining. That's 2 cards. It's kind of like, it's like 5 seconds to Mitsu, right?
This is like
Like, I could honor my Shrewd and kill it, but then I don't think that's actually correct.
Alright, forgot that. I should have dropped the card games.
Oh man, you should 100% have done that.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, but then I should have. What I should have done is I should have put Mediator down, honored it, and then killed it.
yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's the play for sure.
But I think now
Kill the dragon.
But it's
Yeah,
okay.
well,
I mean, I don't mind dying this way.
Yeah, no, this is. I guess this is cool for Demagogue, right?
3.
This is it. We got
We need to
2
get some-
seconds to Mitsu.
How many?
Because I think
How many?
if you didn't, yeah, let's see.
The 4th, if you didn't what? Another way of the dragon. Oh, he has 2 ways of the dragon. Oh no! Sorry, no. He has 2 seals of the dragon. How's that, boy?
Yay.
There we go. Oh, wreck the place. Wreck the place. There we go. That is number 5. And now we see a Mitsu bomb go off. Double airing. Did you draw anything cool, Jared?
Nope. I mean, I have a rebuild and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, not really.
Wait, hold on. Oh no, it's too late.
Yeah, I mean, I needed to honor my Mediator and get rid of them. And then just like let it break, and then. Yep, good game.
Could you have done 3 on a Demagogue? Probably just attacks airing, right? Actually, no, it would have been too late.
I think you would have just
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it would be in the conflict by then.
So like,
all right. Well, there we go.
I think if you can't take 3, I can attack the Restoration with airing, and then probably win it with this Guardian.
Yeah, I couldn't attack air if you had beat the 1.
Yeah, and then I get keepers, and then I break. I don't know.
Yeah, that would have been
Good game.
pretty spooky for sure. But yeah, so I guess we got to see both sides of each deck perform. We got to see the crab deck do its thing, and we got to see Mitsu. I love this deck. This deck is hilarious to me. So
This is a bit ludicrous.
You're used to Lion Towers, but look at this sweet ass dragon.
this Mitsu tower. This Mitsu tower actually does things besides be big, right? So that's the cool part about it. Obviously,
look how literally one with everything that Mitsu is in the artwork. He's like fucking melding with existence there.
He's definitely on DMT.
All right, so I guess before we let everybody go, Jared, if you could change anything about your deck after playing it today, what would you look to change, or what would you look to try out?
I mean, I want to try different splashes of this, just because I think that there's something to like playing more conflict characters and playing more holdings. But I think in general, like this is a deck that me and Daniel have worked on we've like played it a lot this week, and I think that we've tuned it pretty well. I only have 2 court games. I think maybe that's wrong, but I don't know what I would drop for the 3rd court games. So
that's fair.
It's pretty tight right now. It's pretty tight. It's hard to cut stuff without losing stuff that's valuable elsewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe the recalled defenses should go away, but like I like my deck being 37 cards, so
I think maybe season might be better, right? Like
it might, yeah. I mean, that's if there's one change really, it's probably changing.
Because with season, like if I don't flip labs and then I have a reason to use it on my opponent, then I might see labs, and I also like it's kind of like two birds with one stone, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's definitely like it's not a card that Crab like as much as other factions, but it's still a really good card that probably has more application than Recall Defenses does. So we'll probably stick that in, I think.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And Dema, for you, you know, obviously we talked about the Educated Heyman card, but any other changes you would make after playing today?
Yeah, I don't know what to put in the place of the Mia's favor, and that card seems goodish, but I really don't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't take anything else.
All right.
Maybe if I would like a good 1-cost, 2-cost dynasty character to put in the deck for Wavy Crab.
Joke's on you, mate. It'll never happen in Dragon.
I mean, I guess Educated Aiming is cool because it's like a 0 cost that you can play in conflict to help trigger Mitsu.
Yep,
It
seems
also-
very cool.
It also helps you get Mitsu, so...
Meteor, Proving Ground, or Season of War. Yep, I think I tried.
Yeah, seems like a pretty decent card to try out for sure.
Thanks. Who said that?
That was Dan Napolitano, the Bushi Builder guy. So
Yes, Bushi Builder guy.
I will start. Well,
Portland representing.
And
okay,
I
I will
love that
start
guy.
using Bushi Build.
Shout out to Dan
Thank you.
because he
Shout out.
not you, the other
No,
Dan.
I know. I'm talking about Bushi Builder. I'm
For
shouting
Bushi
out
Builder?
Dan as well. I know
But-
who you're talking about.
But also like just as like a person, like he plays L5R every week and he has kids and he can't always play, but he travels around with like 12 decks built, one of every single clan, and he's like shuffling cards around and he's always trying off meta stuff. And then he like spent all this time making Bushi Builder better, and he does it like on request. If people like have good requests for what they want to see, he like goes out of his way to make sure it happens, and that's just like really cool.
yeah, for sure. Thank you so much, Dan. Dan right now in the chat saying thanks, Jared. Evan also putting out that shout out for Dan Napolitano.
Yep.
I know you guys, a bunch of you guys use 5 Rings DB, but I think you also should go ahead and take a look at Bushi Builder if you have not already. It is rife with features and it's colorful.
So good. I actually can't believe. I think people only use 5 Rings DB out of habit now, because it was like it was decent at the beginning of the game. But Bushi Builder it can have as much or as little information as you want. It's brilliant. It's got so many good features that once you sort of like familiarize yourself with it,
I will.
just easy to navigate.
Yep, one thing that bothers me in both 5 Rings and Bushi Builder, but I'm not sure it maybe has sorted out. It's that I can't sort the cards when I build a deck. Sort according to the cost.
Oh, like after they're in the built area?
No, while I build a deck
Mhm.
and I open the attachment section to sort them according to their cost, for example.
Okay, I see what
You
you're saying.
can, but it's like confusing, I think.
Yeah, so that might be something that Dan's in the chat right now, so he's hearing you, and you can probably.
So like the very first, if you go to the card view and view, there's like 3 tabs, and the first one's like name, I think, and so you can sort by name, and then you just go down to cost, and it'll like go high, low cost, and that
okay.
and then you can also do it by like influence, military stats, political. I mean, you can sort it. You can sort it like any way you want, basically. Like it's just like a little bit hard to do sometimes, like if you're not used to it.
I would like. I know it's not the default. I mean, this is just me personally. I would like it if there was a setting in the accounts thing that set how the cards are displayed when they're listed. I'd like to be able to set it so that my cards are always in order of cost. That's just how I build decks. Like, I like seeing what my 1 slot options are, 2 slot options are, 3 slot options are, 4 slot options are. And I know there's options to do that on the actual builder itself, but it'd be cool if there was like an account setting that you could turn on that like just did that, made sure that was like a preference setting essentially, so it did that without you having to fuck around with it.
Yeah,
Small gripe, I know,
Dan's
small
saying
gripe,
that
but-
it should already exist in your profile.
Oh,
So
shit.
take a look in there and play around with it. All
Yeah,
these
dude,
things.
he's done so much. It's like insane. Like,
All right, I'm not catching this guy out. He's just like, fuck you. It's the fucking
dude, when we went to the Grand Championship and I was trying to put in my results, I was like, "Hey, there's no Grand Championship setting," and he's like, "All right, it's in." It was like 5 minutes later. Like,
Yeah. All right. Well,
He's just like, isn't there?
I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping up now. So if you guys have any shout-outs before, obviously we just shout out Bushi Builder for sure. But if you have any other shout-outs, go ahead and make them now. Dema, I know you guys have been still playing pretty actively in Athens. If you have any other shout-outs, let me know.
No, I just have to say that this is a very good idea, what they are doing now with the showcase matches, because especially now that we're all home, more content is welcome.
yep.
More content. There you go. Yeah, this is a great idea, by the way, Dan. It'd be cool to do this. I mean, I'm sure you are doing it regularly, but I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so the next one will probably be sometime next weekend. Maybe if if we end up working from home, or if I end up working from home, then maybe sooner than that. But look for it around this time next weekend, either Saturday, Sunday. Just depends on the players that I end up getting. If you are interested in playing on this, let me know, and we can set something up. I want to try to showcase as many different decks as possible, so preferably something that hasn't already been played. But there's obviously so many things that can be done. So we'll take it as they come.
Thanks, Dan.
All right, you guys have a good one, and thank you guys for tuning into the stream.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.